Hey guys, welcome to day one of Vlogmas. So I just sent my son off to school and I'm sitting here at the grocery store. So we're gonna do that, and I also have a bunch of new Maybelline and L'Oreal stuff that came in over the weekend that I am so excited to try, and a few things from Moira Cosmetics as well. So I'm gonna show you guys that when we get back. And these videos are going to be mostly beauty related content. I know a lot of times Vlogmas is like a lot of family stuff or, a lot of lifestyle. I mean, there might be a few things like that in between, but for the most part, it's just going to still be beauty content because I know that's mainly what you guys are here for. I'm also not going to be doing 7-day-a-week Vlogmas because I just feel like that would be way too much for me, and I think for you guys, just to try to keep up with. So I'm just gonna do like Monday through Friday Vlogmas and take the weekends off. My family time is really important to me, and I don't want to be like filming and editing every single thing we do all weekend. So I feel like it's just probably better this way. So anyway, today is December 1st. You're gonna be seeing this video December 2nd. So everything's gonna be like one day behind. So you will see a video on Saturday, but then not on Mondays, I guess, if that makes sense. So anyway, I'm gonna head into the grocery store, and I'm actually at a really fun place right now, so I will take you guys with me and show you the famous Stu Leonard's. All right, so this is Stu Leonard's, and they call it the world's largest dairy store. My husband says it's like Disney because there are a ton of like little animatronic figures in there. Down this way, they have a really cool Christmas shop with lots of stuff in there, and let's go inside. Hey guys, I'm back. I just hopped in the shower quickly, and now I'm just sitting down and doing a couple of emails and just checking comments on my videos and things like that. This is kind of like my office time when I first get home. I just like to kind of sit, relax, and check up on, like I said, emails and videos that I might have published recently. And usually I have Lifetime on the TV. This one is called A Bride's Revenge. Ooh, it's super scary. No, but anyway, this time of year, I tend to look and see if there's something on Hallmark, like a Christmas movie, but right now there's something on that I just saw very recently and I didn't want to see it again, so I decided Lifetime was the better choice for today. So anyway, guys, we are going to get ready very soon and check out the new makeup that I got from Maybelline, L'Oreal, and Moira, so I will be right back. All right, guys, so here's my little drugstore haul plus some Moira products. So from Maybelline, I have the new Superstay Concealer. It's called Active Wear. Then I have a new Colossal Mascara called Curl and Bounce. And then we have the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1. It's part of the Age Rewind line, and it says Whipped Matte Makeup. And it's supposed to be a primer, concealer, base, and corrector all in one. So that sounds kind of interesting. There's a new voluminous mascara as well, and this is called Noir Balm Mascara. And then there are new products from the Glow Paradise line. We have some balm in glosses, and then these lipsticks that look like the ones I already have, but they're different. They're supposed to be more of a balm. And then I have two blushes from NYX. This is the Bare With Me Luminous Cheek Serum. I've been wanting to try these and just haven't, so I saw them at CVS and decided to grab those. And then from Moira, I got some of their single shadows and also some of the liquid ones, which I haven't tried yet. I do have some of these though, and I love the formula, so very excited about these as well. I actually did try one the other day, which I will show you a picture of. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's get started. I do have the lip balms from L'Oreal that I wanted to start with first because that way I can put one on my lips, and my lips are really dry today, so I just didn't want to have dry lips throughout the video. So I thought I would try them all on for you as well, and then we'll kind of pick a color that sort of goes with what I'm wearing. So I have the shades 110, 170, and 200. And I'm not sure, they don't have the actual names, but they do, I think, have names on the Ulta website. So I'm sorry I won't be able to say the actual name, but I'll link everything down in the description box. Basically, this is what they look like. They're really, really pretty, and they kind of look like the ones that L'Oreal already has, but I think those have like a textured bottom, and this one's just smooth, and then they have a clear cap. And that's what the shape of it looks like as well. Okay, so here's the swatches, and guys, these are really metallic looking. We have number 110, 170 in the middle, which almost looks like a golden highlight or something, and then 200, which I think is my favorite out of the three colors. But yeah, I wasn't expecting these to be metallic, and they almost have like little micro glitters in them too, which is sort of weird. So not sure how I feel about that. I was thinking initially I was going to use the middle one because that one is the most like warm tone. The other two are more pink, and I have orange in my sweater. But now I don't know what that's going to look like on my lips. Let's just try them all on, I guess, and see what happens. Okay, so here's 110, and that one definitely is just like a light pink. I'm not really a big fan of it, actually. It's okay. Maybe it's just like throwing me off because, like I said, I have so much orange in my sweater that it looks like it clashes. Maybe it would be better if I was wearing something pink or something lighter. All right, let's try 170. If this looks gold on my lips, it's gonna be so weird. Okay, yeah, so it definitely has like a metallic sort of frosty sheen, reminiscent of lipsticks I had back in the 80s. Not sure how I feel about that, although they do feel really nice. They feel like a very, very hydrating balm, so I'll give them that. They also don't have like much of a fragrance to them, which is something new for L'Oreal because I feel like they always have a very floral scent, which I can't stand, and these actually don't, so that's a good thing. All right, so let's do shade 200. This one seems like it has the least frostiness to it. I like this one. I think the color is pretty. I don't know, again, if it kind of goes with what I'm wearing, but I think I'm just going to leave this one on because I feel the most comfortable in it. The other ones were just like kind of strange looking. All right, so let's go ahead and test out this new Maybelline Face Perfector. This is the Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Whipped Matte Makeup. And like I said before, it claims to be a primer, powder, concealer, and BB cream all in one. I think I read it wrong last time I was reading the French down below. But yeah, primer, concealer, powder, and BB creams. So technically you should only have to use this by itself, and that's it. So I got the shade 01 Light. They only had a couple of options, I think probably because it's such a sheer product. So here's what the tube looks like. And I'm just gonna squirt a little bit on my hands. And I was thinking this is sort of like the type of product that you would just apply with your fingers. I'm not gonna take out brushes or do anything crazy like that. So that's what it looks like. It's kind of a moussey texture. I'm just gonna, but actually, now that I'm rubbing it around, even though it's moussey, like you know how sometimes moussey products have a really like powdery, almost dry feel to them? This feels super creamy, so that's kind of interesting. It doesn't feel like a lot of other moussey things that I've tried. And I think it might be really good for my dry skin too. So I'm just gonna do like half my face so you guys can see how it smooths out. I'm not wearing any primer, by the way. I did do my brows first and I also put on eyeliner, but that's all I did. So I'm not wearing face primer just because this is supposed to have a primer as part of it. So far it seems like extremely light coverage. It feels super nice. It feels like it's just smoothing everything out. It's really nice and creamy. I wouldn't say that you could use this as a concealer, most likely, because I don't think it has enough coverage, at least for me. But even though it feels really creamy, it does seem to be kind of taking whatever shine I have away, which is interesting, like a powder would. So I guess that's where the powder aspect comes in. And as I'm blending, it seems to be drying down. Huh, that's actually really cool. So this is the side of my face with the product, and then this is without. So you can definitely see more shine. I think this side looks a lot more flawless for sure than this side. I see a lot of darkness under my eye over here that I don't over here. Wow, this is kind of cool. Like I said, I think if you have more stuff that you want to cover, this isn't going to cut it, but it definitely evens out redness. It kind of makes your tone more even and cuts some of the shine. And I think it also smooths pores. Like my skin looks very, very flawless where I put it on my cheek area, and that's normally where I see the most pores. So far, I'm definitely liking it. We're just gonna have to see, I guess, how it holds up through the day. But I don't know if you guys can see, like I can see still my dark spots through this a little bit. So it doesn't completely hide everything. Like when I sit further back from the camera, it looks really flawless. But when I get up close, I think that's when you can see that. Like it's still not hiding everything, but that's okay. I normally like a light coverage these days, so I'm excited just to see how this wears throughout the day. I will definitely let you guys know. So next, let's take a look at these single shadows from Moira. I want to do some swatches quickly, and then we'll pick which one I'm going to try on today. And I've used these in the past, and I absolutely love them. They're a lot like the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. So the first one that I got is called Alpha. So here's what that looks like. It's kind of like a purple. So that's what that looks like. These have a lot of impact, but without being super glittery, which I like. The next one is Jupiter, and this one has kind of like a teal, but it also has some brown behind it as well. It has like a little bit of a shift to it. Ooh, I love that one. Here, that's what that one looks like. The last one's Orion, and this one is, I don't know, kind of like a brown. It has a little bit of pink to it. That one is beautiful as well. Gosh, I don't even know which one to pick, honestly. I feel like the Orion one would go the best with what I'm wearing today, but it's kind of like the most boring one too. I don't know. I really wanted to try the one in the middle, but maybe I'll do this one and then maybe top it with that and just show you guys what it looks like on the eyes. But before we do that, I just want to quickly show you the liquid shadows as well. I'm not going to be using these today, but I can show you a photo of one that I wore the other day, and I thought they performed so beautifully. So these are called the Diamond Days Liquid Shadow, and I have the shades, oh my gosh, I'm getting so old, I can't read like tiny print anymore. Air Glow, I think it says. These are so pretty. I actually didn't wear this one, I wore the other one, so I'm seeing this for the first time right now. Look at how stunning that is. And then the other one that I got is Regal, and this is the one that I've tried. And this has a pink base, but it kind of shifts to, I don't even know, like blue or purple. That's what that one looks like. It's kind of like a deeper version of this, but these just make such a nice impact on your eyes, and they last such a long time without creasing. So I'll pop up a picture of the Regal shade that I was wearing the other day, and it just, first of all, matched my sweater perfectly, and also it lasted all day. It didn't crease into my eyelid. It took a couple minutes to dry down, but once it did, it just kind of locked into place and stayed the entire day. So I was very, very impressed by these shadows, and I also didn't feel like they had glitter fallout going everywhere. They just have a lot of sheen and impact to them without being complete glitter bombs. But back to the Lucent Cream shadows, what I'm gonna do is just create a base with some powder shadow first. This is the Mandalorian palette from ColourPop, and I'm just gonna go into the shade Bantha Tracks right here. It's just a good neutral shade, and I'm using the BK Beauty 202 brush. I love this palette. I wore it in, I think it was one of my Sunday videos a while back, and I had like a green sweatshirt on, and I did a green look with this, and it came out so good. I've been just dying to play with it again. All right, so now I'm gonna take the Orion shade and just put that on my eyelids. These are just really easy to use too. I just like to slick them right on with my finger. And even though they're a cream shadow, they're a cream to powder, so they dry down instantly. They almost feel like a powder when you touch them. They're not super creamy. All right, so that's what that one looks like. I hope you guys can see in this lighting. It's not the best, I know, so I'm sorry about that. So anyway, let me just pop on that other shade. This one was called Jupiter. Maybe I'll just put it like on the center of my lid, and I'll just give it like a little pop. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. That is super pretty. Wow, that just gives like such a nice effect. All right, I'm just gonna put it on the other one. So next up for mascara, I think I want to try the L'Oreal one versus the Maybelline, just because, I don't know, this one just looks more interesting to me, but we'll definitely try the Maybelline one like in another video, maybe this week or next week, whenever I do another Get Ready With Me. So this is called the Voluminous Noir Balm Mascara, and it claims to give 7 times fuller lashes, volume and care, and then it says it's our first balm in mascara with only essential ingredients for fuller, silkier, healthier looking lashes, iconic volume, ultimate care, no compromise. So here's what the outer packaging looks like. You can actually see the mascara right through to the bottom of the tube, which is kind of interesting. I feel like most mascaras are just in opaque containers, so it's sort of weird. And then here's what the brush looks like. It's a really skinny wand, and it is one of the silicone kind of plastic bristle brushes, but I definitely like how skinny this is. So hopefully I don't get mascara on my eyelids. So this formula feels kind of heavy, actually. Ugh, I don't know. I definitely see where they get like the balm aspect of it, because it feels sort of like a thick balm. I wonder if this is gonna drag my lashes down or like weigh them down. Like even putting the brush back into the tube, it feels so like thick inside. Normally mascara is pretty thick, but this feels like on another level. Okay, so it definitely gave me quite a bit of length. I wouldn't say like a ton of volume. I feel like my lashes are more long than thick. But I definitely noticed a difference between this eye and this eye. So, I mean, I think it did a decent job. I'm just really worried about this balm formula and how heavy it is, and, you know, whether it's gonna smudge or not. I'll definitely let you guys know. All right, so lashes are done. Let's move on to this Maybelline concealer. So this is the Superstay Active Wear. I got it in shade number 15, so I'll show you guys a swatch of what that looks like. Here's a look at the applicator. It's kind of like flat this way. You can see it almost has like a little bit of a scoop to it. And I think this is gonna be a really nice color for me. It's not super light, but it's not too deep either. I feel like it's maybe just slightly lighter than my skin tone, and that's exactly what I want. So it's really the perfect color. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of this like towards the outer corner of my eye right here, and I'm just gonna blend with my fingers again. I find that to be the easiest. This is a super, super thin formula, very lightweight. It just kind of disappeared into my skin. I can't even see it. It's like you just pat, pat, it's in. You don't have to like rub it back and forth a bunch. You just kind of go like that and it blends perfectly. I would say the coverage is probably like medium. It doesn't seem like a super heavy full coverage. Yeah, you can kind of see the dark spots coming through on my cheeks right here. So I'm just gonna try to conceal those. I also feel like I'm getting red, like it's a little bit warm in here, and this big sweater probably isn't helping. If this doesn't crease, I'm gonna be really impressed with it. Just gonna put a little bit on my nose. I felt like the Maybelline Perfector didn't completely cover everything on my nose either. But I think it did a great job like on my forehead area, my cheeks and chin, under my nose. All right, so yeah, looking in the mirror, this looks so flawless. I can't tell that I'm wearing concealer. It's not thick, it just blended seamlessly in. All right, definitely impressed so far. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. Next, I have these 2 cream blushes from NYX. These are the Bear With Me Luminous Cheek Serum. I got 2 different shades, Sienna Bronze and Peach Bronze. And they have like a little pointed applicator, which is nice. Ooh, they have a really creamy texture. When they said serum, I was expecting it to be runny, but it's actually not runny. It's a little bit thicker, but I like that. So this one is Peach Bronze. And then we have Sienna Bronze here. I like them both. I think this one, I'm gonna have to go a little bit lighter with it just because it might be too much for my skin tone, but I think the peach one will work perfectly. Let me just try that one out first, I guess, while I have these swatches. All right, so the peach one, it kind of actually doesn't show up. When you blend them out, they're actually more sheer. All right, hold on a second. Let's see. All right, yeah, it's showing up a little bit. You just kind of have to build it. These do kind of have a serumy texture once you blend them out more than just in a swatch. I hope they dry down all the way because I hate when blushes are like sticky on your cheeks. Oh, I hate that. All right, so yeah, I feel like that would be okay just like for every day. I'm gonna add the Sienna Bronze though, just to the top and see what that one looks like. I think it'll just add a little bit more color. Yeah, even though it looked dark in a swatch, it looks really nice on my skin actually. It's not nearly as dark as I thought it was gonna be. So anyway, I guess we'll just let this sort of sit for a while, let it set down and see if it still stays sticky. It does feel like not sticky, but maybe like a little dewy. All right, and then last but not least for lips, I have these Balm in Gloss, or is it Gloss and Balm? I don't know, it's one of those two. So these are from L'Oreal as well, and the packaging looks very similar to something else that they have, but these are supposed to be a completely different formula. I'm actually gonna wipe this gloss off so that we can try these on and see what they look like. So I have two shades. Where are the shades? Oh good, they're nice and big and easy for me to read. I have shade 50, which is Feathery, and then 120, which is Rose. So this is the applicator. It looks very similar to other ones that L'Oreal has. It almost looks like a figure 8. Ooh, these look like they have kind of like a cushiony texture. It's swatching really nice. So this one is Feathery. We'll swatch Rose. This is a pretty color too. Okay, so there's the Rose one. Ooh, they do have like a floral scent though, which I'm not a big fan of the floral scent. I don't know why L'Oreal keeps doing that, honestly. Either like make it something palatable like vanilla or something that you would actually eat, or just don't fragrance them at all. I think either one of those would be better. I don't know why they just keep doing this. I feel like they think that perfume is like luxury, you know, like a lot of the luxury brands do that, but it's gross. All right, so I'm gonna try on Feathery first. This feels amazing. Oh my gosh. I can probably get past the scent because this is like heaven for my lips. Like if you have really dry lips, oh my gosh, this just feels so good. It reminds me of the ones from Beauty Pie that I love. I can't think of the name at the moment. I think they're like a lip oil gloss hybrid. It feels just like that, and those are some of my favorites, but these are so much easier to just get at the drugstore. It feels so good, and honestly, the scent, I'm not just saying this either, the scent is really not bad. Once you get it on your lips, like, I don't even smell it anymore. It's not really strong like sometimes it is with L'Oreal. But yeah, it has nice pigmentation to it for a gloss. I wasn't expecting the color to show up this much, and it feels so good. All right, I'm gonna try on the Rose. This color is really pretty too. It's a little bit deeper though. Like I wasn't expecting these to have that much color. Usually when you get a balm or a gloss, I expect them to be really sheer. It's definitely a lot deeper than I thought it was, but I really like the color though. I would definitely wear this still. I'm really happy with these so far. I'm happy with the Moira eyeshadows. The blush, okay, yeah, it did definitely dry down, but it still kind of has like a dewy effect, which is nice. Again, we'll just have to see how everything wears throughout the day. So I will keep you guys updated for sure. Okay guys, so totally random, but who else puts butter on their deli sandwiches? Because whenever I go into a deli to order a sandwich, I get treated like a freak when I say I want turkey with butter on it. But there has to be other people out there who don't like mayo who would prefer to put butter on their sandwiches. Like that's what my mom put on growing up, and that's just kind of, I don't know, that's how I grew up liking deli sandwiches. So I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments below who puts butter on their turkey sandwich. Hey guys, it's about 6 p.m. I just got home from my in-laws' house and I'm getting ready to start dinner, but I just wanted to close out the vlog and also update you on the makeup that I'm wearing today. So as far as the foundation, or not really foundation, but like the 4-in-1 Perfector from Maybelline, I feel like it didn't really hold up that well. It completely wore off around my chin. I see so much redness peeking through here and a little bit on my forehead as well. And my cheeks, I feel like even though I put the the concealer down in some areas, the other parts have just kind of broken up. So I would definitely use that more as like a tinted primer than a full foundation, and then maybe just put something on top of it. I did like the way that it felt though, and it did really smooth out my face nicely. The concealer did also kind of settle into the fine lines under my eyes. It looked so perfect at first, but I just feel like I don't like the way it looks now. I'm gonna have to try it though over maybe different foundations and see how that works out. The mascara is definitely starting to smudge under my eyes now, which I'm kind of bummed about, but at the same time, I had a feeling that was gonna happen just because of that formula was so like thick and balmy. And also I feel like my lashes aren't quite as like curled up as they were before, so not too crazy about that. The eyeshadows look perfect. I think that Lucent Cream eyeshadow from Moira still looks fantastic. The NYX blushes kind of wore away. I don't really see much of those anymore. So those were, again, all right, but not as great as I thought they might be. The gloss and balm I actually really loved, and even after that wore off, which it did right as soon as I ate lunch, I felt that really cushiony, hydrating feeling on my lips for several hours afterwards. So I feel like those are really nice. I didn't expect it to be long lasting, but I felt like the moisture from it was, so that was definitely a good thing. So anyway, guys, I will continue to test out some of these products as we go during the month of December and give you guys some updates. But for now, I'm sorry this vlog was so long. I don't think they're going to be this long going forward. There was just a lot to cover today. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow and take care. Bye, guys.